The new Switch is finally out, and in today's video, I'm going to take a look at it. I purchased one at a local GameStop and thought I'd share my thoughts with you. I've been a Switch owner since the launch of the console, and I've had an original Switch a long time. It's getting kind of tired, and I thought I'd pick one of these up and compare it to the original and give you my initial thoughts of this. So sit back, relax, hope you enjoy the video. Here's the unboxing, and the box is significantly smaller. It's definitely got a different look, and I like that they did that so it's easy to distinguish between the two different models that they currently offer. Here is the original box. As I mentioned before, I've had the Switch since launch, and my original Switch is definitely pretty tired. So it's a slightly wider box, just by a little bit, and wanted to show that. It's fun to kind of compare different box sizes of different models of a console, and this is what you get when you open up it. I got the one with the two white Joy-Cons. Here's the actual Switch, so it has kind of a layered tier system inside. There's the base of the Switch OLED and the controllers. Now, one thing about those controllers, they're going to show all the dirt, all the grime. That white color, I just don't know what I think of that. It looks cool, but I know over time it's just going to show lots of wear and tear. So just a heads up about that. And here we go. I'm going to show the controllers have a little bit different textured feel on the actual buttons. So that's different. Here's the paperwork that it comes with the Switch. Nearly everybody is not going to read that, but here it is. And here's the new dock with the Ethernet port. It's a little bit different redesign. It's got this part that pops off. And so the new dock that this comes with, you can use your old Switch model on. And so that's pretty cool. That Ethernet dock is going to be used for faster internet speeds. I'm not going to be testing that in this video. Here's the AC adapter and HDMI cable that comes with the new model. I do believe it's interchangeable with the old version. Always nice to get a new console and kind of unbox it. You also got that cool controller holder. I didn't think much about it when it came out, but my son loves playing the Switch this way. He puts the Joy-Cons in and uses it more like a traditional controller. He plays docked like myself, and that is it. Oh yeah, also you got these which attach to the Joy-Cons, and those are nice so your Joy-Con doesn't go flying. Great if you're an active gamer and that happens. All right, here are the docks. The black is the original, the white is the OLED version. My dock seems to be still fully functional, a little dusty, and I just wanted to show it here. That's what the original dock looks like if you're not familiar with it. And here is the new updated one. It has a full rubber bottom versus just 4 feet. I like that. The button, the green button on it, is really small though. So in the front there, that is a slight small difference that I don't know if I like that, but there's the Ethernet port. A lot of people are going to be happy with that, especially if you're doing online gaming, playing, Splatoon 2, you're playing Mario Kart, you're playing Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. So there's subtle differences. I also have one of these dust covers for my original dock, and it's a little snug, but it does fit on the new model. My original Switch case does work with the new OLED model, and that's important. A lot of people spend money on accessories, and it's good that many of these things still work with the new OLED model, including original Joy-Cons, as the new Joy-Cons are just the same. All right, this was really hard to capture on screen, and so this is the original screen versus the OLED. In person, it is more significant. I want to say that. I had the Switch at an angle, and it's probably a camera setting, but I just couldn't really capture that on this video. It is a difference. For many people, to me, it's not a $350 difference. If you are fine with the original Switch, this may not be the upgrade for you, but you know, it does look better. And if you mostly game on the go, you are going to notice it more than others. Completely docked, no difference whatsoever. And so I did notice it. Definitely had some more vibrant colors. And, you know, fans of OLED screens, you know, going back to the Vita, the original Vita release with an amazing screen, you're gonna see it with this. Now, setup. Let's talk about setup here. The setup, depending on how many games you have, is going to vary. And so there's lots of different options here. There's things I like and things I don't like at all. And so you have the option of keeping your original Switch, but then you have to download everything on this. It takes time. You have to, you know, it asks you all the questions. There is an option too if you want to completely transfer everything over, but either way, it's a chore, and I'm just warning you ahead of time. You know, Nintendo is really kind of behind the times when it comes to stuff like this. I wish there was an easier way of transferring from one console to the next. Short answer, there isn't. And so really, when you transfer everything over, you still have to download them all over again. It is definitely a pain, and that's probably my biggest frustration because, you know, depending on your internet connection, that's going to take a while. And so, if you keep your old console and you only have one profile, you can't play on the Switch on the same profile at the same time. It won't allow you to do that. That's frustrating. And so there's a lot of little minor annoyances that really I hope Nintendo fix moving forward because they do bother me. Another issue, you can't take the memory card and use it in the new Switch. Do not, and I have to repeat this, do not do that, okay? Do not take your original Switch SD card, if you have one in your console, and put it in the new one. It will warn you, hey, it'll delete everything. I wouldn't want anybody to lose their saves or lose progress in games. And so there's just a lot of things like that you still have to manually set up parental controls. Once all that's done, the setup is complete. If you don't have a lot of games or just starting out, no big deal. But if you have an original Switch and you're transferring over, this process is kind of a pain. You know, you're probably used to it. You're probably used to other Nintendo products, but it does take time, and I want to give people a heads up because it's going to frustrate some. I definitely, this part was probably the most frustrating of this whole aspect. You know, I have a new Switch. Also, Animal Crossing has its own separate transfer. You have to download this on the eShop on both Switches if you're considering playing Animal Crossing. It has its separate transfer other than everything else. You know, Nintendo, this is the type of stuff that's frustrating. That I wish it was an easier process for people to transfer to a new console. They don't make it easy. Again, do not use your old SD card into your new console. It will delete what's on it, and I wouldn't want anybody to lose their progress. Oh my goodness, that's probably the most frustrating part of everything. But once you get through that, congrats, you're ready to go. So overall, I think the Switch OLED, the new model, is kind of a 1.5. It's not the upgrade I think many were looking for. I think if you're new to getting into the console, if you want to pick one up for the first time, this is the one to get. I think people that handheld game mostly are going to love it. The new screen looks fantastic. But if you're like me that mostly dock and capture footage on a big screen, this is not a big upgrade. I think that the transfer process for some people is going to be frustrating. You know, just doing this process with some other consoles, this is definitely the most difficult as you have to re-download each and every title and update. It's going to be a long time. Overall, I think it's okay. The complaints are that it's not a full upgrade, and I agree with that. It's not terrible. It's a nice slight upgrade to the original model, and I think people that are looking to get something to replace their original console, I think this would be another option as well. So thank you so much. I have several more reviews coming in the fourth quarter, so stay tuned as I'm having fun covering some modern content with that retro flair. And you know, I'm a big Switch fan. I cover Switch content on my channel. You may want to check that out. Or if you're new to my channel, you may want to hit that like and subscribe button and click the bell as I'm uploading videos every week. You folks are wonderful and beautiful. Let's keep it positive. This is the Immortal John Hancock, and you have a great day.